Hi everyone and welcome. As usual, I am late to the show. I am usually in last place in every single damn race out there except for Need for Speed. But anyway, today I want to talk about Resident Evil 2 Remake and the trailer. I want to give an in-depth analysis, my own point, my own opinion about it. Remember, this is not something that is directly given to us by Capcom, but it's based on something of my general knowledge of Resident Evil 2 and everything that I've seen in the trailer, and all of my experiences with Resident Evil 2 thus far, being from the PS1. I've played it on Nintendo 64 briefly. I've also had quite a bit of fun with the Dark Side Chronicles. I know it's not really technically a Resident Evil 2 game. It retells the story in a very well, I don't know, summarized and precise, but also cool way. I did play Operation Raccoon City, which I don't think is such a good idea to mention in this video. After all, I might just get a few thumbs down after saying that. But anyway, be that as it may. Moving on, let's look at the trailer. I'm going to pause this as I go along, bits and pieces here and there. And when I pause it, I will freeze on a frame and I will try to elaborate on what I see and what I believe in. And there's a lot of theories going out there about this video, and a lot of theories about what people saw, and people are spinning all kinds of stories, and I like to just put my twist in it. I may try to debunk something that someone else has put out there. I assure you it's not just my attack on them, it's just my personal opinion, so sit back, enjoy, and I hope that you also agree with me. And if you disagree, please leave it down in the comments below and hear what you think. Alright, so let's start things off. PlayStation, yeah! I love PlayStation. I am a PlayStation fan. Yes, I know. PlayStation versus Xbox, PlayStation wins every time. Please don't hate me. No, I'm kidding. I'm a gamer. I love all gaming consoles. As a matter of fact, I got quite a bit of Xbox things. And anyway, going on, we can see the graphics look really, really beautiful. It's rendered in real time from what we know. And this is the beauty of the RE engine. Now remember, there was a point in time where we could look back and look at that. Oh my word, that's a PlayStation 1. That is a PlayStation 1 and a CRT monitor with the PlayStation 1 controller. Look at that on the bottom right. That's a PlayStation 1 controller. Amazing. I did not know that. Look at that. That is a controller. I swear to you, that is a PS1 controller. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I never knew that. I never picked it up the first time I watched this. Hell of an Easter egg. Yeah. Okay, some canned tomatoes, some Fruit Loops. What is this? I don't know what these loops are. And some crashing. Damn. I love the way the camera is attached to the rat, so to say. And as it falls and stumbles, it shows like the physics and stuff are amazing. The lighting, the detail and everything. It's just beautiful. Wow, the crazy thing about this is all rendered in real time. This is what you are seeing. It's not a pre-rendered video. This is done in-game. In-game, this is the kind of graphics you would expect. So, okay, that's a hell of a way to go. And we have somebody being eaten by a zombie. That does not look pretty. Ugh. It kind of looks like it's a zombie's tongue if you think about it. It doesn't really look like it's... And... Oh, you got shot in the head. Good. I hope you got shot in the head. Leon! Yeah, you look a lot younger than before. Then again, this is 1998 in this video. Yeah, pinnacle of technology. We have PS1 counter. It's amazing. Wait a minute, someone's playing PS1 at a police station? Anyway, we saw a car, somebody saw Arukas. Let's go back to that. Let's go back a little, back a little, back a little. And there we go. Look at that. That's Arukas. This appeared in Resident Evil 2 back on the PlayStation 1. Well, actually, the original Resident Evil 2. So it's good to see that some things are coming back into the game. They didn't just like leave these little details out. These kind of things also help to contribute to being a proper remake. If it wasn't in there, people could argue, you know what, why the hell wasn't it in there? Was it just lazy programming? Did they forget about it? And let's just move back a bit more. And okay, so this is Leon. He's much younger. You can see he's a bit more of a rookie. He looks a lot more afraid than he does in Resident Evil 6. And here we go. Now I want you to look at this over here, the flames bulging out of this building over here. That could be where Leon just came from. We do know that in the start of his campaign at Resident Evil 2, there is an explosion with Leon involving a 18-wheeler truck. I think it's a fuel tanker. It explodes and well, there's flames here. Claire and Leon get separated, and so you get to choose their campaigns from there. And let's just listen to this carefully, alright? I'm going to increase the volume a bit here, so bear with me.
Money's in my account. Always play.
Okay, we already know who that is. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody. I'll just leave that as it is. And let's just say, I'm guessing that he works for Umbrella. I'm going to leave it at that. Any Resident Evil 2 fans out there, you should know who I'm talking about. And yeah, those of you who played Operation... Oops, let's not go there. Oops, sorry. Cut it. Okay, and I'm back after that little intermission. Let's carry on with the video, shall we? Attention all citizens.
And don't make my mistake.
Nice. Okay, so there was a citywide outbreak. Let's go back a bit, and let's just hear that again. That was interesting. A citywide outbreak. That means at this point in time, okay, it's pretty obvious that they already knew about the infection and things like that. But when you look back at Resident Evil 2 on PS1, we don't really see it as detailed as it is in this trailer, in the sense that they have these announcements going on in the background for people to hear on the streets and for everybody to evacuate. And you'd think that kind of sound would attract the zombies toward it. Maybe the zombies in this game are a little more smarter. Maybe they figured out, you know what, maybe they can tell the difference between a speaker and an actual human voice. I don't know. But let's just go on forward. Hey, I remember this guy anyway, on screen right now. What am I saying? Let me not forget him. The last time I remember him, he was actually lying near a statue, wasn't he? Like, half dead, and he eventually became a zombie. What the hell happened? He's alive this time.
And don't make my mistake. If you see one of those things, uniform or not, you do not hesitate.
Holy shit, did you just see the emotion in his face? That's insane. The amount of detail in this game is unreal. I mean, look at it. Okay, look at the facial hair first of all. I mean, like, look at that. The strands of his beard. For a character that's going to be in the game for such a brief period, just in the beginning of it, that's a hell of a lot of detail and work to put into someone like that. The emotion into it, look at his facial structure, everything tells you that this game, Capcom is gunning to be the definitive version of Resident Evil 2. This is going to be the ultimate version. I am guessing after this remake is done, we ain't never going to have a remake ever again. Well, unless of course things look as real as, well, daylight. Let's go! Okay, that was a quick break the first time. Well, we had a first break, this is our second break. Now, after the third break. Now is it after, oh crap, I don't even know what number we're on. Let's just get this on the road, shall we? Okay, this area, you can see it's pretty detailed, littered with debris, lots of flames and, well, parked up vehicles everywhere. What I would like to find interesting about this game, which I really hope we do find, is it's very realistic in terms of the way Leon fires his gun, and he has so much of limited ammunition with him in a handgun. What would be really awesome though to find is, for example, let's look at the police car at the bottom end of the screen. What if the police car, for example, still had a firearm in it, or maybe some ammunition? That would make a whole lot of sense, instead of just finding it out nowhere in the middle of nowhere. It'll make a lot more sense. It'll be a lot more fun. It'll add a bit more of realism to the game, and I really hope that they do have that. You can, like, for example, search police cars for resources, maybe for a knife if you've gotten your one into a zombie or something like that, you know. But anyway, looking at it, you can see there's quite a bit of blood in this area, all at the bottom of the screen. There's obviously barricades that were put up, vehicles all over the thing, all over the road, sorry. And there's no life anyway. It's completely devoid of life. And what you would find interesting, or what I find interesting, is that there's no zombies around. Right now, I don't know if this is just for the purpose of the trailer they're showing us, how detailed and stunning the visuals are, or is it just that as you walk into these areas, will you be surprised or stunned by a horde of zombies that will just pop out of every nook and cranny, or they would just come out of underneath a car, or just pop out of a vehicle while they're on fire? Will you be surprised by these things, or will it depend on whether zombies can sense you? Will they be aware of your presence all the time, or will you be able to sneak around them? Things like that. Will they have to always see you? I mean, for example, can you blind zombies? Will they have to hear you? Will they smell you? Or will they just relentlessly hunt you until they either kill you or you find a way to escape? It'll be interesting to see. Let's move on forward with the trailer. I'm just going to drop this volume here a bit off the trailer itself. There we go. That's a bit more manageable. And here we go again. Remember the beginning of the trailer, we saw the rat with the PlayStation 1 and all of that there in the storeroom. This appears to be the same zombie walking through the storeroom, which is interesting in that there's all these cereal boxes and juice bottles around, I think cup ramen and things like that there. And yeah, will we be able to go into stores and look for supplies, for example, health packs and things like that? Will we find them in a common everyday store that sells food and whatever else? It'd be interesting to do. It'll be interesting. It really would be. Because, I mean, if you want to go resource hunting and if you want to get your health up, it would make sense to look for a health item inside of a pharmacy, for example, you know? So that would be pretty cool if they had that. Based on the fact that they've added some to realism to the game, it would be awesome. And also, when you go into buildings, will there be zombies waiting for you? Or will they just roam around aimlessly, randomly? Will they just be from streets going through doors and then from buildings to streets, hiding in nooks and crannies, or just waiting for somebody to eat? Or will they just be feasting in a corner somewhere where you will stumble across them and they'll try to eat your head off? We don't know. We'll see how it goes. It makes more sense for there to be zombies as well. We can look again here. Dingo Red Cigarettes. Hello. Welcome to Raccoon City in the background. There's a little sign on the left hand side. And when it'll be interesting to see these zombies as you walk about on the streets. I mean, it makes sense. It's Raccoon City. It's a city. People should be around, and wherever there's people, there is always zombies in the Resident Evil universe. As a matter of fact, the more people there are, chances are it's going to increase the number of zombies out there. Once someone gets infected, once they turn, they start to feed on somebody else, infect, and it just spreads like wildfire. You then find yourself with an endless amount of zombies, and obviously not enough bullets. In true Resident Evil fashion, well, in proper Resident Evil fashion. I'm not talking about Resident Evil 5 or 6. That was just something else. Moving on. Would you look at that? The person on the floor after being eaten by the zombies is still conscious. The zombies then turn and they react to light. Now, are they reacting to a light, for example? Is that a street light that they were reacting to? Or is it somebody's flashlight? I mean, look at that carefully. Look at the detail as the blood falls out of the zombie's mouth. The zombie appears to have a head injury as well, indicating maybe he got shot in the head and still somehow is functional, or maybe it was just a head injury from another zombie that put a chunk out of him. I don't know. But the blood stains on the shirt, the blood spatter, the rainfall, the way the blood travels, all of that is extremely real. You can bet your life on it that you're going to need an extra pair of pants when playing this game, if not a diaper. Aha! Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This looks like the new design for the Rockport Police Department. As you can see there, it's got the RPD logo on it. We also get to see Leon walking toward it, and he is wearing a trench coat, so to say. Is it a trench coat? Is it his jacket very similar to that of the one he has in Resident Evil 4? And also, in true Resident Evil 2 fashion, he makes his way to the police station with his firearm in hand, and he's by now already experienced a horde of zombies, and well, he's seen people die, mainly like the gun shop owner. I don't want to mention anybody's names in this video. It's not because I don't know it, it's just that I want to keep some sort of excitement in there, you know? When people, like, I don't know, people like, hey, I know that guy's name, or I know her name, or I know who this person is, and I know who that person is. I'll do my best to focus on key characters, but I'm not going to focus on the background bits, because believe it or not, there are people out there who have not played the Resident Evil 2 game. I have played it once. I unfortunately did not make it all the way to the end. I'll be honest with you, I got irritated with dying so much, and I eventually just, I don't know, over time I just played Resident Evil 5, 6, Revelations 1, 2, and the ones that followed afterwards. And then once I played Darkseid Chronicles, I didn't find the need to finish 2, and I feel like a complete bum for doing that, because I missed out on a hell of a game, which I probably will play soon. Anyway, moving on. Carry on. Oh yes, this is one important detail, the Rockport Police Department bathroom. I remember playing well, I did play the section on the PS1. I did not see a bathroom there, and if I remember correctly, the developers were actually quite happy they put this in here. One thing that's going to trouble me though is, when going through the bathroom, are you going to be surprised by zombies popping out of the bathroom stalls? Which is kind of awkward in the sense that, why is he in the bathroom stall in the first place? Was he doing something when someone got to him? Yeah, that's a sad way to go, just saying. While you're on the can doing your business, you get taken care of, not the way you want. Anyway, moving forward. Aha, what is this area? I cannot remember this area. It seems to be waterlogged. It could be the basement. I don't know. What is that door with the light in the end? I have no idea. If anybody knows what it is, please tell me. I cannot remember this. I mean, I played Resident Evil 2 so long ago. It's been like almost 15 years since I played it, and I cannot remember for the life of me what the hell that is. I don't remember seeing that in Darkseid Chronicles either. I don't know. Okay, let's go. Ah, Sherry Birkin and Claire Redfield. One thing that's very important to note is obviously Sherry is very young, but I want you to look at her hair carefully, right? Her hair is tied up. Now, I find it hard to imagine that people in this game are going to be changing hairstyles often. As a matter of fact, in most video games, once a character is modeled, that's the way the model looks from the start till the end, unless of course they age, or they die, or they get injured. But I don't see them changing hairstyles. Well, unless you're playing Tekken, of course. And that's a story for another time. Moving forward, Sherry Birkin, very young at this point. She obviously looks distraught. She's got quite a bit of dirt on her face, and her clothes are also dirty and dusty, which indicates that she's been through some nooks and crannies here and there, maybe a few sewers. She's escaped or tried to run. She looks very tired and, well, on edge. So this will be interesting. Let's see what we get. Claire Redfield. You'll notice Claire looks extremely different from her Resident Evil 2, or the original Resident Evil 2 version. She's obviously dressed more appropriately for the occasion. She's also dressed according to our more modernized standards, as opposed to something you would find in 1998, and also something that you'd find in, well, a video game. She looks more normal, more refreshed, more refined, and her character design is, well, I'd say it's appropriate. It's appropriate. And that. Now, this looks like a little girl standing out here in the rain, obviously. People out there have been arguing that this is Sherry. Some people have been saying it's a child zombie. We already saw Sherry with the hair up, and I honestly started to think, given the age that we live in, 2018, I know it may spark quite a bit of controversy, but remember, this is Capcom we're talking about. They have a tendency of landing themselves in hot water over controversial topics, and it's not the first time that they've done something inappropriate in a trailer. Let's not mention names. You know, you are Resident Evil 5, and this could be a child zombie. Remember, Sherry was at school when the infection probably spread, so there is a chance that some of these zombies in the game would be children. Maybe when we're playing through Sherry's portion of the game, we will encounter these zombies. I hope it is, and I hope we don't find ourselves encountering these zombies when playing through Claire or Leon's campaign. It would be a bit troubling to see child zombies lying around. I mean, we've seen these kind of things happen in Dead Space and whatnot, but to tell the truth, I really don't want to fight any child zombies. I'm not looking forward to it, and I know it'll add a new element to horror, because there's something about children being put into the horror genre that really scares you and puts you and makes you cringe. I don't know if it's because of the fact that they're children, or because of the fact that the truth is, I think a child zombie is a hell of a lot more scarier than an adult one, because, well, I guess I'm used to dealing with those. Dealing with a child, there's all kinds of moral conflicts in there. Let's just hope that they don't have child zombies, and if they do have them, it's only in Sherry's portion of the campaign. Also easy to note, look ahead. It appears to be a school bus ahead of the child standing in the rain. Could that mean that an infection spread while on the bus, and these children are now running around on the streets where Sherry's got to escape? Who knows? We'll see how things pan out. Aha! A man in a hat. This is pretty obvious, given by his stature and also the corridor that he's standing in. This was the first time that you encountered the Tyrant. And, crap, I wasn't supposed to mention that. Never mind. It's in there, might as well just roll with it. That's the Tyrant. In case you're wondering, he is a bullet sponge. Going back, I missed that. Let's go back a bit. That guy doesn't look like he's having a good time. This is... oh shit. How do I say it? Okay, the chief's wife. I'm guessing this is her. Actually it is her. Okay, fine, it's the chief's wife. I'm not going to give you his name because that's up for you. And as a matter of fact, let's play a bit of a game through this video. If I have not mentioned anybody's name, please, anybody out there play this game with me, please mention their names. So, this is Chief Who, as in, who is this? Mention his name there, please. This is Chief's ... wife, who is now dead. The thing about it is, what I've always been confused about Resident Evil 2, I cannot remember whether she was infected, whether she died, or whether she was dead long before all of this took place, and he was trying to revive her somehow, and he thought the T virus would be the answer to that. I don't know. Remember, there was a point in time where he said he was about to stuff her, which is pretty gruesome. Well, then again, it's a Resident Evil game. You got people eating each other. Come on. Moving on. Okay, that's pretty obvious that he's getting attacked by a licker. That looks pretty gruesome and bloody as always. Those things are a pain in the butt. They're extremely quick, they are blind, and they respond to sound, which makes things interesting. Would we be able to walk around them in this game? I hope we can. it'll save a hell of a lot of ammunition, because you have a tendency of missing these things based on the fact that they move so quickly. They have these long tongues which they can attack you with, and they can also crawl on ceilings, walls, and floors. They can also jump extremely large distances, or long distances at a time. And to be honest with you, I really wouldn't want to be faced off with a horde of lickers. That would be pretty painful. That I want to go back on. I want to touch on that. Look at the way the blood spatter is traveling upwards. Okay, another break. I think that's break number 4, I'm not sure. Forgive me. Okay, moving back to the statue, the blood is traveling upwards, which makes no sense. It is defying gravity. It could be for the purpose of the trailer, but if I remember correctly, our little officer that we met in the beginning of this trailer who said, do not hesitate. Remember that. Do not hesitate when playing this game. Do not be afraid to shoot any zombies, unless of course you've got no bullets, or if you want to conserve your ammunition. I get the feeling that blood belongs to him. If I remember correctly, he actually turns into a zombie near the statue, and then you've got to shoot him in the head, sadly, to kill him. Or you could just pump him full of bullets, and then, I don't know, maybe more zombies will attack you. Moving on. Raccoon Police Department, RPD. Hey, look, there's a little wheelbarrow out front. It would be interesting if you found a handgun in there. I doubt it, though. Okay, more not so alive police officers. You'll notice, let's go back there again. And come on. Okay, Leon's walking through a corridor which is got some yellow tape on one of the doors on the left hand side. Now, if you look at that carefully, Leon's already got his knife with him, which means he could have found this knife, or let's just put into the found this knife already at this point in time in the game, or it could be placed here for purposes of the trailer. Yeah, but anyway, moving on to the tape with the moving to the door, sorry, with the yellow tape on it. As long as you do not enter sign, somebody died in there, and probably there's a zombie in there for all we know. So it's pretty obvious that usually behind those kind of entrances, where there's barricades and stuff, there's zombies on the other side. That's usually the norm. It's very rare that a place would be barricaded and nothing dangerous would be on the other side. Unless, of course, you're on the wrong end. In that case, you're barricaded in with whatever the hell is going to eat your head off. Good luck. Okay. Whoa. This is interesting. I never really took good notice of this. This is obviously where some sort of press conference is had. You can see a camera on the left-hand side. So obviously got the American flag over there. Raccoon City is in America. I think that black flag is the Raccoon Police Department flag. And obviously some sort of statement was given from this room, and all the occupants are now dead. Which means you're not only going to be facing zombie policemen, you're probably going to be facing zombie what do you call it? News anchors? What do you call the people that give the news on the TV? I haven't watched news in ages, damn it. And I don't think the people of Raccoon City will be watching news anytime soon either. That sounds insensitive. Liquors. I hate these things. I remember fighting these things on the original version on the PS1. It was frustrating, it was annoying, I ran out of bullets, and I died a lot. No, not kidding you. I think this, when I've been fighting these creatures on the PS1, I died so many times that eventually I was so frustrated that I stopped playing Resident Evil 2 for about a month, until I finally got back into it. It was the worst and most infuriating experience I've ever had, but also at the same time so enjoyable. Oh yeah. I've never been so frustrated, but happy about it at the same time. Anyway, let's go. Okay, the lady in the trench coat. She's got a firearm on her right hand side, and you will notice what is it with minis in the background? You know, there's always these red little hatchback vehicles everywhere and stuff. I don't know, maybe Mini's a sponsor of this game. So the woman in the trench coat, looking at her hairstyle, she looks very familiar. That's a very familiar hairstyle, don't you guys think? But then again, she's also wearing heels, and she has one handgun with the trench coat. Could she be Sherry's mother, or could she be someone related to, well, not really related to, but maybe someone that Leon meets? And she appears in both Resident Evil 2 and 3, eventually 4, 6 as well. She has her own campaign, and she's very famous for wearing a red dress. She has a Chinese name. She appears to be of Asian descent with an American accent. It could be her. I could be wrong. It could be Sherry's mother, Dr. Birkin. I'm not going to tell you her first name. Those of you who know her first name, please put it down in the section below. Remember, that's a game we are playing for this video. Okay, alright, moving on forward. Let's carry on with this trailer. Hey, she's moving really slowly with that gun. Anyway, holy crap, Leon looks damn young. He looks, well, he's a rookie cop over here. You can see it, and it is amazing the way they did the detail on Leon is amazing. I mean, look at his hair, for example. This is going to cripple a lot of PCs. I'm telling you now, you're probably going to need at least a 4 gigs graphics card to play this thing properly. But yeah, look at the facial expression in him. He looks, well, it doesn't even look destroyed. He actually looks pretty cool. He's like, bring it on, zombies. I got enough bullets for this. Kidding, I don't. I'm going to run away. I'm probably going to run away a lot and get eaten a lot. But yeah. And the final part of it, Resident Evil 2. The blood spatter alone tells you there's going to be a lot of gruesome bits in this game. Prepare to get bleed a lot and see a lot of blood. That's bloody obvious. Bloody. Oh, I love that. Check it out. The way it all shatters, like that little like web going through it. It looks like a glass with a bullet hole in it or a shattered windscreen. It also looks a bit like a spider's web. I don't know. But yeah. That's it. Resident Evil 2, the remake, January 25th, 2019. There's something about playing Resident Evil in January where they've just got to release it for all of us to, well, scare ourselves shitless for the rest of the year. To tell you the truth, I haven't got no Resident Evil 7 as yet, and I don't think I ever will. And just going to add to a more traumatic yet enjoyable experience. Oh yeah, last bit of the trailer. Ta-da! Surprise! It's the Tyrant. I know I wasn't supposed to mention this earlier on. I did. I botched things up. I messed things up. I know. But yeah, that's probably supposed to be part of the game, but it's pretty bloody obvious. It's the damn Tyrant. And I'm looking at this though. Okay, one thing for sure, what I'm certain about, that is Claire and a... This is what I don't get about it. That's the claw of a licker going through a Tyrant. What I never really understood in the Resident Evil universe was that why the hell don't the BOWs just play nice with one another? Because I'm pretty sure this is not the first time I've seen a licker attack a Tyrant. But then again, if I remember correctly, that was also in a movie with Leon, which was being the lickers were being controlled by somebody else. But doesn't matter. Who cares? This just adds a whole ton of mystery to it. The Tyrants are supposed to be these giant creatures that are bullet sponges that are close to the next closest thing to a nemesis or something that is invincible, something that will just terrify you and follow you and stalk you and will just make you expend every bullet that you have in your ammo bag, and you'd be frustrated based on the fact that he is so strong and he's not stopping. And if I remember correctly, in the Dark Side Chronicles, you use a bloody rocket launcher to stop this guy, and here he gets taken up by a bloody licker. And usual, Capcom. Yes, that's right. If Capcom did not get involved in this project, it would not be possible. Actually, it would be possible. There are some fans out there who have made some better remakes of games, or have tried to make a better remake of games than Capcom has in the past, and they almost succeeded until they got shut down. I won't mention names, but they have a way of invading your imagination. Let's just leave it at that. And yeah, I don't know. Let's see what kind of controversy Capcom sparks with this game. Let's see if they hit the nail on the head or if they missed the mark. We don't know. Let's just hope that they don't spoil it or they don't destroy the game. They don't make it an experience which returning fans won't enjoy, or an experience which new fans will be too scared shitless to play, which is actually the true essence of Resident Evil. When you think back at the old PS1 days, that was as scary as games could get, and when you played it, you would always put vibration off. You would tone down the volume. You would never play it with the light off. And from the way things look in this trailer, I think that's going to be the same. We're never going to play this game with the lights off. I'm certainly not. I'm going to play with the lights on. I'm probably going to have a diaper and a second pair of pants on hand as well, just in case. And thankfully, the bathroom isn't so far away from where I'm usually seated when I game, so that's very helpful. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Please do subscribe for more content which I'll be uploading in the future. And as usual out there, remember to keep a green herb on hand. Use your knife when you can, and save your ammunition. Save it. You don't have to kill every zombie. You can run around them, and I really hope to see you in the future. I can't wait. to see what this game plays like. Thank you everyone, and finally, goodbye.